Knowledge is power. 77 WABC.
For whatever might have been, and all that it never was. Whatever I couldn't see, and all that I didn't want. There was a method to my madness, girl, that wasn't clear to me.
23 minutes after the hour. Sounds like a love song intro, right? No. This could have been sung about a Mac user loving his or her Mac, or a PC user loving his or her PC. There is the great divide, the great chasm. And now apparently it is affecting the choice of students who are now preferring the low-cost Netbooks over Apple's MacBook. Try to get a handle on this. We go to Andrew Eisner, Director of Content at www.retrevo.com. Did I get that right, Andrew?
That's right, Curtis, Retrevo.com.
Now, let me ask you this question. Normally, amongst adults, if you say Mac or PC, it could start a fight, even in the workplace. How is it now affecting the young whippersnappers?
Well, traditionally, the Macs have been the preferred laptop of students. In fact, if you see a picture of a study hall, you'll see mostly Apple logos on the backs of most laptops. But Retrevo, we specialize in gadgets and knowing what people are buying and what people should buy. And we went and investigated what students are going to be purchasing this fall season. And we are very surprised at what we found.
Well, tell us.
So what we found was, first of all, it seems like the economy is affecting what people are purchasing. Surprise, surprise. But it turns out that the majority of consumers, or at least students, are going to be planning on spending $750 or less on a laptop. And unfortunately, that leaves out a lot of MacBooks. And not only that, the new Netbooks, which are these very small, lightweight, very portable laptops that have very long battery life, seem to be very popular among students. I mean, they go right in the backpacks. They're very good for browsing the web. You can look at Facebook, and they're very reasonably priced. You can get a decent Netbook now for $400 or less.
Okay, so if you were to buy a laptop in this economy, how much would you plan to spend?
Well, Windows laptops have been traditionally been a little less expensive than MacBooks, but so you can get a decent PC laptop for well under $1,000. Most MacBooks now, you can get a MacBook for under $1,000, but by the time you add some memory and most MacBooks are now a little bit over that price range.
Now, you, as you described, you could be looking in a cafeteria and see a group of young men, young women with Macs with the Apple logo on it, and see others in a different part, because they segregate immediately. It's not by necessarily race, ethnic background, or even academic standing. They separate according to what laptop they have. But it's the Mac users who will try to come over like Mormons or Jehovah's Witnesses on some kind of pilgrimage and try to convert you to the Apple Mac. Whereas I notice a lot of PC people are sort of like, live and let live. Come see, come saw. Why such a difference?
I think you characterized it perfectly. It's almost like, a religious fervor that some people feel towards Apple. And, Apple is a wonderful computer, and it has a very friendly interface, and it's easy to use, and it's fun. It's got a lot of cool software. And, of course, there's always the iPhone and iTunes. But for some reason, and I'm not sure why, people just seem to love their Macintoshes and will defend them to the death. And as you say, they'll try to convert the great unwashed PC users.
Well, if I want to be politically correct, PC... Oh, that's right. That doesn't stand for politically correct. But the point being is, you want to use a Mac? You're like a gang over there. It's like if all of a sudden we don't start to convert to using Apple Macs, there's going to be a throwdown in the cafeteria.
Yeah. But you know, the difference, Curtis, is that these days, you know, computers are used so much for browsing the internet that at some point it really doesn't matter. I mean, you know, if you've got a powerful enough computer and a high-speed connection and a browser, it really doesn't matter all that much if all you're going to be doing is surfing the web.
Well, I didn't browse when I was growing up. I was on the dance floor, and I am so ticked off that Tom DeLay has been chosen for Dancing with the Felons for this year. And we have the whole list coming up, and my name is not included.